Hello everyone. We are live with digital and we're going to talk about all the things that are happening with Azuki right now. And there's really like so much going on. Digital, when you told me that there was like a whole bunch of stuff happening this week, I was like kind of like didn't really like pay attention. But then like you guys started announcing stuff and I was like, okay. This is too much. What is going on?
Yeah. We're not done yet. That being said, I have to apologize to you, Snow. I have not been as available as I'd like to be on Spaces because,
No, that's okay.
and but that being said, we're starting to see a lot of that work come out now, and so hopefully that's understandable. The team has been absolutely executing at a pace I haven't seen. The reception to the trailer, we now see the pre-sale. There's a lot we could talk about since I think maybe the last time we were on stream. So happy to jump into
Oh.
it. But yeah, appreciate you encouraging me to jump on a space. I think even though I couldn't tell you what was happening today, I thought that would be follow up for the trailer drop.
Yeah, and I mean, so I wanted to do like kind of like a live stream because you had said that you had like a pile of like cards that you wanted to that you were like, well, we haven't opened cards in so long, and I
Yeah,
was like, well, we should just like talk about the Azuki TCG tournament that happened in New York, and maybe we can open some packs. And just like have fun, but then like you guys started announcing so many things this week, and then it's like, I mean, if we want, we could still open some packs. I think that would be kind of fun, and then we can talk about everything that's been going on in the community. But then again, I was just before we started the live stream, I was just sitting and thinking. I was like, man, like I wish I had some Azuki booster boxes to open, or like booster packs to open, and it's like I have none.
well, that can be remedied soon. If you're so willing, if you're into TCG or into collecting, that set one pre-orders will be in 2 days. But that being said, I do have those packs right here. I bought a bunch this weekend as well, just to be able to collect, but also to have some fun on space.
Yeah. I
Uh,
have to,
yeah.
and I have to get some more. I have like one pack left. I have like a Lorcana pack, and it's like nobody cares about the Lorcana packs, but it's like literally my favorite one, and it's like I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, with Disney characters, right? Like
I love Disney.
absolutely. So, but yeah, there's a good amount happening. Also, Anime Chain, yeah, that was a pretty big announcement. Cameos, which
Uh-huh.
I'm personally very excited about to be able to get our community's characters represented in the cards. And we've already seen a few of those, and I've seen some of the artwork that's coming up. Very, very excited about that. And then beyond that, we didn't actually have a chance to say it on the Discord stage. We were just like kind of running to get the trailer out. But
Hmm.
we the art team has started to engage a few of our community artists to help with creating artworks for the cards as well. So, yeah, there's been a lot of work behind the scenes, and there's a lot more to come.
I'm actually really excited about the fact that you guys are already reaching out to some of the community artists that are gonna like help like design like some art for like the new cards, because it's cool. It adds like another layer of like being able to collect some art from like people that we know, and it's just like really, I don't know, that to me that's like super exciting, because Zuki has some of the best like artists in my opinion. Like some of the artists that like do commission work for Azuki, like you have to wait like a long time because that's how busy they are. And like the opportunity to collect their art, like, and them being like able to work on the cards is like so cool. And so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to see like what, like, what they're gonna create. That's so exciting.
Absolutely, and yeah, we see the copy pasta all the time. Uzuki,
Yeah.
Uzuki has the best art, and it's yeah. I can't be unbiased, but I think it's true. And someone who I'm not a creative at all. I'm not an artist, but yeah, I do support the arts and have for some time. Um, I think we are extremely blessed to have the best artists in the entire space in our community. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing how they'll be able to interpret these characters within the trading card games to play their cards, right? I think we love our artists, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I think being able to just allow them to express themselves in a new medium, right? I think we're all used
Yeah.
to formats. For the Bobu show, I had them, I asked many artists to be able to paint now trading cards, right? Like, great. And these will be produced and available, global. Like, if you wanted to buy on the pre-sale, then you would get shipped a card, and potentially those boxes might have in the future on one of our artist cards in it. So I think that representation is really important. I think art for us as Azuki, as a Azuki team member as well as a community member, has always been one of the clear differentiators and one of the things that we hold really valuable. I'm just so happy that the art team was actually really, really excited to start to engage our community artists and put them in. That being said, it's a very high bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, in the amount of effort I'm learning that goes into a TCG card and what's needed
Mm-hmm.
for a TCG card is actually different than probably any of us would expect. But that being said,
Yeah.
we do have we do have the art team saying
Mm-hmm.
we'll kind of work through the steps and kind of get them there. But it's going to be for a select few for now. We'll see how it goes. Hi, Ira.
Yeah. Hey, Ira. Ira couldn't make it because she said she had like some kind of like other call that she has to be in. But that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna catch up with her next time. I wanted to also talk a little bit about the person who was in the Azuki garden gathering before we had this. Like, and I missed like the beginning of it. So is he the new person who's gonna be helping with like the card printing?
That's right.
I think that's what you guys were talking about. Like, can you tell us a little bit about him, just for the people maybe that weren't at the garden gathering?
Absolutely, yeah. Corey Lewis, I refer to him as the TCG print god. Yeah, he spent 15
Mhm.
years printing, most notably at the Pokemon Company, where he
Mhm.
printing there. And he goes into it during the garden gathering. I'll post that into the Discord soon, so you guys can hear him in his own words. But that being said, he is very passionate about printing and printing TCG cards specifically. I think he had said on the Discord stage that even if he can get our cards to be 10% better,
Mhm.
that would be like a huge win, right? And what that
Mhm.
means, how you measure that, I think in his mind, I think it's pretty clear. I think for the rest of us, I think we just see quality in the end. But to have people who are the best at their craft, to have people so dedicated, people who have worked at the top of the industry, um, to be able to join Azuki and be extremely passionate about being here based on what they've seen, based on their engagement with the community, based on what they've seen with the gameplay, the cards, the art. I think is has always been one of the real strengths of Azuki, is just being able to get the right talent to be able to execute and to be able to elevate any industry or area that we ultimately decide to take on. So yeah, Corey is fantastic. Really super nice guy. He just joined
Mhm.
Twitter, so if you haven't followed him yet, he's looking to increase his following. Has an amazing elemental that I've seen actually looks a lot like him as well. So yeah, I'm thrilled to work with him. The time I've worked with him, he's been a real pleasure. But he really knows the stuff in and out. I think I said it in a tweet. I think he'll forget more about TCG printing than any of us will ever know. He is that dude. He's
I mean, I
seriously.
could tell. Yeah, whenever I was listening to him talk on the at the garden gathering, like you could tell that that was like his, that was his thing. It was like he knew what he was talking about, and it's really exciting that Ajuki's like collecting so much, like just not like collecting, but like hiring so many like talented people to work on the TCG and actually like um make it very good. And that is, I feel so excited about it, and I feel like confident that you guys are going to do like a great job. And I don't know, I've always been excited about the TCG, and it's like more so it's like, some people on the timeline, they're like, oh well, Azuki came out with a TCG because like TCGs got like heated up like recently. But it's like, well, no, you guys actually were ahead of everyone because you have been working at it for so long. And it's not like you could just make a TCG like you can't just make it out of nowhere. It's been taking like so long, and I'm like so excited about it.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of people are excited about, they're excited about, and the one thing that I'm excited about is Azuki. I'm excited about anime.com, and that's just like at this point is the only thing in like Web3 and like the NFT space that I really care about, you know? It's
Yeah,
like that's the only thing keeping me here.
amazing. Well, I appreciate that. As a side note, there may be some things from a Bobu perspective that we're doing with the Red Hood game.
Mhm.
So we'll see how that goes.
That's cool.
And chatting with the boys over there. Um, but separately, yeah, I think for TCG, it's interesting because I think we live in echo chambers here, right? I think
Mhm.
see a lot that's on the timeline. We it's obviously very very popular now, but I had a moment where I might have mentioned this to you. The the dog sitter that we have in our building, very nice
Oh
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He knew I used to work at Target, used to hit me up, say,
Mhm.
"Can you get me Pokemon?" Or I'm like, I can't do it. I couldn't do it for Rose, couldn't do it for A's, couldn't do it for him, right? So I was useless to him. Turns out, my wife just had a conversation with him, and yeah, she mentioned that we're working on the Azuki TCG, and his eyes lit up. Right? He's like, "What is this? What are we talking about? What is it you're doing?" And so, he hits me up. He has my number because he takes care of our dog when we go away, and just started chatting with him. And I was like, "Okay, well, let's talk." And so, I aside from our just normal engagement, like I don't really know much about him, but he invited me over,
Mhm.
and his home is just full of trading cards, One Piece, Pokemon. He has Pokemon figurines everywhere. He loves trading cards. He goes to shows and he opens
That's
booths.
awesome.
So I was like, okay, you're really into it. It's like, cool. Like, let me tell you generally what this is about, what it plays like, art, and all that. He's like, he got really hyped, but I didn't tell him the name of the TCG because I
Mhm. Mhm.
this is kind of seeing it through someone's eyes for the first time. So what I said was,
Mhm.
let's do this. Why don't I bring over a sealed box? I want to see,
Mhm.
right? So that happened this week. I have some footage, but it was like he had no expectations, didn't know anything about it, but I could see based on his experience and his passion for TCGs and him opening the cards and looking at the art, like really looking at it, looking at the card
Mhm.
quality, looking at the packaging. He's like, "What is this? And how have I never heard of it?" And he was going through it. It's like, "Yo, this is dope. Like, what is this? This is crazy." And then I show him the Elementals trailer. He's like,
Mhm.
all connected. It's like, what is it that you do? And so he's like raving now, right? He's like, I need more, no more. I sent him the trailer just now, and he's like, exclamation marks, like, what is happening? So I wouldn't say it's like validation, but it's always nice to see
Mhm.
someone who's outside of our ecosystem who really, really is. It's like for a decade has been really passionate.
Mhm.
It's just look without any expectations, say, this is the shit, right? And so I imagine that we're going to see a lot more of that as more and more players play the game, as more and more people become aware of Azuki TCG. We're off to a hell of a start. I think you mentioned it. Like we've been at it for a year, and it's just been with the alpha sets. It's not even officially launched, but with
Yeah.
the play, the Azuki Invitational, the art, the chase cards, all the partnerships that have been lined up, um, we're just now getting to set one. So I think that the future is bright, and yeah, I think that. Sorry, I'll stop with this point. Is the part that I'm particularly excited about, and as community members, this is something that I really love. Is through gameplay, not only are we learning about more about our world, and I think Z wrote about this in his article, but we're also finding people who just genuinely love the gameplay are
Mhm.
learning more about Azuki, are learning more about our community. So
Mhm.
there are a half dozen new community members who didn't know about Azuki before, didn't really mess around with Web3, but through the card games have found their way into our communities, are rocking elementals, are rocking beans, are creating content for us, like not even being asked. They're like, what is this? I love the game. I want to be a part of it. Right. And that to me is really special. That means it's a really strength of not just the art, not just the gameplay, not just the quality of
Mhm.
the cards, not just the opportunity of being early on Azuki, but also all of us who help kind of like reinforce what community needs.
And how cool is it that okay, so I believe that one day, like everybody will know about the Azuki TCG, okay? It's like I believe that like I believe in anime.com and I believe that one day everybody will know about Azuki TCG. And it's like that's why I'm like so like I don't know, I'm happy about the project and I don't usually have like, I don't have any complaints. I'm just happy. I just want to enjoy myself. But um it's like, how would it feel whenever everybody knows about Azuki and like the TCG and like anime.com and you have been there like basically since the beginning? I feel like that's something pretty special. And that's why I always wanted to be like part of the community. And it was like so exciting for me to like finally being able to join and like at a good time. And I was able to like get an alpha deck. And it's like, I don't know. For me, like that just is like so like the one of the most unique experiences than that a person can have. But I feel like that we're in Web3, we're kind of like so used to like the I don't know, kind of like the space as a whole. And it's like a lot of people are very jaded at this point because like the market hasn't been doing good. And it's like, and they forget to just kind of like look on this experience and like I don't know like what the team is building and like I don't know what it would look like when you 10 years from now you look back at like now, I don't know, the beginning of everything. And I think it's I don't know, I think this is pretty special. And I don't know if it makes sense, but to me it's like I don't know, it's exciting and like a unique thing. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. And yeah, I think everyone has a reason for being here, right? Everyone came in at different times. Everyone had different experience.
Yeah.
But I think that there's only one path forward, right? Given
Mhm.
where we're seeing things with the space, crypto just generally, right? And I think being able to expand our universe with us at the core, right? Into TCG, into the manga, ultimately into the anime, is really cool, right? Like yeah, I've always been a passionate like supporter and amplifier of just general culture, whether that's
Mhm.
streetwear, whether that's contemporary art, sneakers, whatever it is, and inevitably being there early, content, right, movies, whatever it is, being there early and says, "I was there first. I was at that concert," right? I think there is something to it, but we don't just say it; we actually
Yeah.
own, right, like a piece of that history. And so 5 years down the line, however long it takes, right, when Azuki is that global IP,
Mhm.
that global brand that's instantly recognizable only because you've seen Steamboy's art. You're like,
Mhm.
I know where that art is, and I can recognize it just instantly, like aesthetically, because I played the trading card game, because I have the manga,
Mhm.
etc. Then inevitably, when culture starts to really like get driven into like the larger kind of like conversation, inevitably you'll find people who like it on a surface level, but you'll also find people who want to learn more and want to learn even
Mhm.
more. And guess what? Azuki goes really, really deep, right? And we are like, you go right to the genesis, then hi, like that's us. You can't buy that. There's no IP or brand um or kind of like other major like global, I guess, like franchises out there, for lack of a better term, that you can say that about, right? And I think this is kind of a really unique opportunity to me. So, yeah, I geek out on it, but I also understand the other side of how people, are I guess reluctant to change because things were a certain
Mhm.
way before, but that's not a viable path now, right? So I think it's always a balance, but I'm always excited to chat with folks who kind of see the direction going forward, take feedback from everyone.
Mhm.
But ultimately, I think this path is the right one. We're already seeing very early signs of success. It's still day one. There's a lot more to do, but with this community and with this team, there's a lot more ahead of us.
Yeah, and I'm excited about it. People are gonna get excited in time. If they're not excited now, they will be excited. I believe it. It's like, if you have lost your excitement for Azuki, you will get it back.
Yeah. Uh,
But
yeah.
I was going to say, I wanted to kind of like talk about the news of like Dem coming back because I think that that's really exciting. I think that everybody kind of missed Dem, and now Dem is back as like and you had mentioned it. I don't know if you mentioned it on a space or did you mention it somewhere or in a chat. You had told us that somebody was going to come and they were going to be specifically working on anime chain, and like we found out it was Dem, and so people are excited, and I'm excited.
Yeah. I am thrilled. I've been kind of holding this for a while and could not wait for the announcement to go out. Just as a personal kind of story, like when I joined Azuki, I'm based in New York, and I
Mhm.
think right after I bought my PFP, I found out there was a New York get together. I think people were having dinner. You know, not having met in a real Azuki in real life, I'd been on Spaces. I went to this dinner. I was like, I don't know anyone here. We're in small, like tight quarters in Koreatown. Be sitting across from strangers. Like, what do I do? Do I say IKZ? Right? Like, what do you do? And all of that anxiety just broke down completely as soon as I saw Dan because he we had met online and he's like, "Who are you?" I was like, "I'm digital," and he gave me the biggest bear hug ever. Like he's an enormous man, and just and everything felt fine after that. I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I mean, this is family then." So I think a lot of us share the same sentiment around him. Beyond that, yeah, he's kind of disclosed this himself. He's like a goaded product manager, right?
Mhm.
Google, his company was acquired. Really smart, really sharp, knows this space, knows how to build technical products,
Mhm.
knows how to build great products, right? And so I think having him be the lead on Anime Chain is
Mhm.
going to be really really interesting. Separately, like I'm actually going to be collaborating with him on that. So you have two product guys who are building um, really strong applications on chain, which I think is going to be refreshing, right? They're just not putting out a chain for chain's sake, right? But we're really being deliberate and strategic about what we do, who we partner with, and how it goes out there. But we've already been cooking even beyond this before this announcement. So me being busy also kind of feeds into that as well. And we have a crew that's going to be working towards it as well.
And yeah, I'm really excited. And yeah, I actually did like reach out. I want to let people know that I did reach out to them. I'm going to try to schedule something with him so we can talk to him specifically about Anime Chain and like him being back. And so I'm like really excited. I'm gonna try to like announce it a little bit more in advance so like everybody can join us. And I said like digital, like I'm gonna coordinate it. We're gonna coordinate it and we're gonna announce it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
But
my
yeah,
best
I'm like.
Yeah, some of my best moments with them have been on Spaces before I was on the team. He's
Uh-huh.
incredible. He's just a personality, but you know that he has the biggest heart. But he's also just wicked smart, and he's he's been a real pleasure to be a community member under. During his time, and again, I think Anime Chain is going to be very lucky to be able to have him, and I just can't wait to collaborate with him on that front as well.
And I mean, the first people that I really knew, like, as like in the community of Azuki, I think were like Dem and Rose, and like I love Rose. I feel like I'm sorry, but I love Rose so much. I don't know, and it's like I don't talk to her like all the time, but it's like when I talk to her, it's like something very specific, and she always understands my jokes, and I love Rose so much.
Yeah, I think putting you two in a room with a bottle of whiskey would either be magic or it would be chaos or
I
both.
feel like it would actually be magical chaos. Yeah, I would feel
Yeah,
like it would be magical chaos because if I don't drink anymore, but like when I do drink, I get like extremely giggly and then I fall asleep. And so it's
okay.
like
Okay.
I don't that's like I just laugh and I have a lot of like jokes and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I don't know how it will go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe one day we can make that happen.
One day we would have to make it happen, yeah.
Make
And
the
it's
hug.
like I wanted to collect a penny card so much because I know that Rose drew it, and then so my dream is to take that card to Rose so she can sign it for
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She signed a bunch of mine. So If anyone's looking for a signed penny card, she signed mine reluctantly. I'm kidding. Rose is great, but also she can teach you the game. The first person who really taught me the game and when it sticked was Rose. She just has a way of being able to be able to explain the
Uh-huh.
gameplay in a kind of logical framing that that made us a ton of sense. She just loves TCGs, and yeah, we all love Rose. Happy birthday!
Oh, you know what? I should reach out to Rose and I should just have like a TCG stream with her where we just play the game. And like, cause I've been wanting to, but I don't know if she would actually agree. Like, I don't know. Cause I know she's more focused on anime.com, so I don't know if she can like spend some time like playing the TCG. I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
Did
what she's allowed to do.
uh, yeah, that's a yeah. I was to let
I
you
need
know.
to ask her.
Yeah, I can't speak for Rose, and if I did, she would stab me. But have you seen the tutorial that came out?
No, not yet. So
Okay.
maybe I just need to watch. But I just wanted to do like a live stream where we just like pulled out the cards and like tried to set everything up and like just try to like understand together with like everybody else. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like, and it's like, it also from like the perspective of like I'm reading the rules by myself, and it's like how would that feel like, how easy would that be for somebody who is just starting and it's like just basically doesn't have any prior knowledge and is just opening the box and like looking at the guide that is like written, and how hard would it be to figure that out? Does that make sense? So it's kind of like let's have like the experience of learning how to do it together, like from like not knowing anything prior. I feel
Yeah,
like that could be interesting.
yeah,
It's
I
like
think
an experiment, you know?
yeah, yeah, I think that works. And the hands-on experience always helps. If you guys are just looking for foundational mechanics of how to play,
Mhm.
I absolutely encourage all of you to watch the tutorial that is on the Azuki TCG Twitter account. Really, really well done. In the Azuki way, but also very easy to follow. Right. So if you have
Mhm.
15 minutes of time, if you listen fast, play double speed in 7.5 minutes. Hey, or if you really want to enjoy and savor it, right, make it point 0.5, right, and you can watch it for half an hour. But that being said, I found that I wish that tutorial, um, I wish I had that tutorial a little bit earlier on. I think I would have
Mm.
been more confident to be able to play, but it is really well considered, and I think um, created through the lens of a new player, right, who does
Mm.
not necessarily know about the trading card game, or maybe even played others in the past. So definitely 15 minutes worth your time. Encourage everyone to check it out.
Yeah, well then maybe I'll watch it and then we can have like a stream. But I really want to try to like play the game on stream just with like other people. I've like gotten into streaming and I've been telling everybody, "Hey guys, I'm like really into streaming. I play games now and I'm having like so much fun. So you should just join me and have fun with me."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
There's always Discord as well, right? So if you
mhm.
be able to play a game. There's one in your local area. You can do that, or you can find a friend, even if you don't have the cards. You can always print out the proxies. Go to tcg.azuki.com, go to the card gallery, print out your cards, and those are playable. Right? They can go and do that.
Yeah.
As well. So the points of friction are much lower now than they were earlier. But that being
Mhm.
said, tutorial proxies, you have everything you need to start.
That's really cool, and that was something that I didn't know about the like TCGs that you could print out like the proxies and then you could play with them. So that was really interesting to me. And then I wanted to talk about the New York City tournament and how it was planning, how did it go, and like just tell me about it. Just tell me about it.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was nice to be able to have the East Coast, have a tournament. John flew out, which was fantastic. He brought all the prizing. We had a great host at Bifrost Games, which is only a few blocks from the actual office. And what had happened is the tournament was on Sunday, but we wanted people who hadn't played the game before to be able to experience it, to check out the cards. So the event was all weekend. We actually started on Saturday, had people come to the office, check out the cards. There was a champion a Pokemon player who was there. He was looking at the cards, being able to like understand the gameplay, the mechanics, look at the cards themselves. So we had a session. It was probably about 5 hours where we were just playing on Saturday, even before the tournament. And then the tournament happened, and we had a really solid crew. Gameplay was really tight. I did interviews with like the top four
Mhm.
finishers, so like that's on YouTube if you're interested in knowing a little bit more about their strategies. But amongst them, we had a North American One Piece champion. Um,
Mhm.
had a few folks who were not in the Azuki community who just wanted to come out and play, and of them, the the first place winner as well as the third place winner, they loved the game. They played. They ended up winning some of the prizing, and are now rocking elementals. Right. So I think it's
Mhm.
what I mentioned before. It's you know come for the play, come for the fun, right? And then maybe even stay for the community. So I'm really proud of the New York community for being able to stand up to have some great gameplay, but also demonstrate what it means for us to be able to bond over Azuki, over the card game, with individuals who don't share our same background, but do it for the love of the game. So I think that's fantastic. Um, in the end, I'm going to go back to my favorite topic, me. I ended up undefeated, and I walked home with an uncut sheet. So I'm very, very happy, which is the top prize. So
That's awesome. Can I also just say really quickly that I forgot to watch my Blaze chat because, like, I forgot that we went live on Blaze as well. So there's people chatting in there, and I'm so sorry, guys. I love you. But, like, the Blaze community is, like, super active. I love all of them, and they just, like, they just came in, they said hi, they're supporting me with some votes, which is really awesome. And I just had to, like, shout them out because they're some really, really cool and nice people. But
yes.
I'm watching the chat now.
Okay. Yeah, well, hi everyone in place. Yeah, just that reference earlier was a joke because I didn't play, which is why I was undefeated. But also,
Oh shit, I thought you were for real. Did you know that just went above
I
me?
can play. I'm not going to smoke anyone. I mean, but I can play. But I didn't play during the tournament. And then the first place winner, he uh, he actually agreed to allow me to buy the uncut sheet. So I'm actually going to display it in the New York office. So we always have it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be fantastic. So
That's awesome. And so you said that you've made like some content on YouTube. So you interviewed the top four players, and then there's something else that you mentioned. I think you're making some more content maybe that like I'm excited about. But I just always forget to check the YouTube. And so is those interviews under the Zuki channel or no,
yeah,
where
it's just
under
something
your.
I'm doing personally, just to be able to help the community understand all the great things that are happening with TCG. So when I'm creating, the card collecting tutorials, that's just me in my own time. Creating content based on the feedback I'm hearing from the community. So like
Mhm.
you were ripping packs when I was ripping packs, when I hear folks, even my dog sitter was ripping packs. He's like, well, how do I know what's rare? Right? How do I know
Mm.
how do I know what's holo? How do I know what's an alt art, etc. Um, if you're familiar with the cards, but it does take someone to tell you, or enough questioning, or to be able to be in the right networks and learn to understand. So, well, how do we
Mhm.
get that so that more people can enjoy either gameplay or collecting in some way? So, yeah, those are things that I'm putting out. Love any feedback. If there are other questions you guys might have, happy to put more content out there. And yeah, that's just something that I'm doing on the side, just because I enjoy creating that content, but I think there's actually a need for it in a lot of ways. Like people really want to dive into the TCG, and this is probably the best way to be able to help bridge the gap between where they're starting and where they ultimately want to be.
Yeah. And then I also am just kind of just because there's a lot of like this is something that I'm personally like thinking about, and just I'm just curious. There's a lot of like platforms right now that do like digital like pack rips, like what's it called? BZ and like Gotcha, and it's like I wonder like what would it take to at some point have like maybe like some collaborations between like Azuki and those types of platforms. And like I'm wondering if even is the community going to be interested in something like that? Like I don't know, because it's like it's really fun sometimes to open those like digital packs, but I wonder like would it is it like even like a good thing? I don't know. Does it make sense?
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean?
I
Like,
know,
is it?
and it's a great question.
And you're like, but I'm not gonna answer it.
Um, well, look out soon. I think there's going to be some activity in that
Mhm.
area. I think it depends on what's happening in the format and like who the target audience is. But
Mhm.
generally speaking, I think the convergence between digital and physical goods is
Mhm.
one that's already happening, and real world
Mhm.
assets are right in the middle of it, and that kind of speaks to our kind of like our founding story of our tokens, our NFTs, etc. So I think there is a kind of like a natural line there.
Mhm.
And there are some areas where it may not make sense, right? Where it's just truly
Mm.
whatnot or like pack rips. I think these things kind of remain to be seen. But that being said, there is a lot of activity in the space. There's a lot of interest in the space. It is kind of fundamentally a lot of fun. There's a lot there's a lot happening in the space. The pack rips um, offer kind of like a good amount of entertainment, right? And so
Mhm. Mhm.
I think that if there's opportunities there for Azuki uh, to be able to expand kind of the awareness of the game, not just
Mhm.
for players but also for collectors, particularly as kind of more of the highly collectible art,
Mhm.
highly collectible cards go out there, like the PSA graded, etc. I think these things will naturally converge, but we're not trying to force anything either.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just curious because like for example, so I didn't enjoy opening Pokemon cards in real life. Like I don't like what you get from most of like the Pokemon packs, and like I don't know, I'm not like such a big Pokemon fan, I guess. But then I got a code, like I opened a pack on Gacha and I got like a really cool fat Pikachu, right? And I was so excited about my fat Pikachu, and then I felt like it was a really fun, I don't know, it was like a really fun experience. And I even have like another pack that I just haven't opened yet, that I want to open at some point. I don't know when. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like when you open packs digitally, it's also like really cool, especially because you kind of can do it like right away and you don't have to wait for it to get to you in the mail. And it's like I had to wait like a long time for my for my alpha decks to come. So it was like then and it's since I'm like doing all this, like I'm getting interested in more things than just like NFTs and like crypto stuff. It's kind of like the digital like packs are kind of cool. So I just was like wondering, and maybe I don't know, maybe Azuki can have their own like thing where we can one day open only Azuki cards on the website or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll let the team know. Looking for interesting ideas, but I
And
think
paper it with anime chain. I'm gonna tell them.
there you
Like
go.
with anime coin. Yeah, I just can
I
buy
mean,
packs with like anime coin.
if you look at Dem's tweet, he has a wish list of things that he wants on
Yeah.
Instagram, and I think this is a relevant conversation. But yeah, I think at the convergence of like the physical and digital goods, right? I think
Yeah.
we're well positioned in a lot of ways. I think some people like the tactile experience, like the written.
True, true. No, for sure.
It's
Mhm.
cool being able to like share that experience, and then I think being able to share that kind of depends on how you're streaming it, etc. Like the video quality, whether or not it's synchronous or asynchronous, right? Like
Mhm.
being on stream or you're just recording it and you're posting it later. Whereas the gotcha packs, well, hey, like you have a bunch of people on and we're all pulling, and you can see almost instantly with all the flashy reveals whether or not you have positive ROI in the end, right? So it's
Mhm.
like, hey, like I paid this much for this pack. This pack is worth this much, and inevitably the
Mhm.
ones that we see most of the timelines are like the big splashes, like oh wow,
Mhm.
I got X $1,000 out, right? So I think
Yeah.
it's certainly entertaining. I think it's a lot of fun, and but yeah, I think that's absolutely something you should mention to Dem as it relates to the anime chain ecosystem. I think it'd certainly be interesting.
Yeah, it would be something really, really like fun to think about. I don't know. Um open a pack of something, and I'll open my Lorcana pack that's over here. Let's open since we're talking about cards, like we can open some and just like have fun. But yeah, as always, I'm just like so excited, and it's like I don't know how to, and it's like some people are like, oh well, it's just I don't know, you're bag biased. It's like I'm not bag biased. I'm just trying to find the things that I'm excited about and just be involved in only what I care for, and it's like just let people be excited about what they love at the end of the day. You know, it's like you don't have to be. You don't have to. Oh, okay. So Black Fox is somebody who is on Blaze, and he just is chatting in my like, "Hello, Black Fox." I don't know if you like TCGs, but I know he likes Pokemon.
Okay.
So Black Fox, he's in the Blaze chat. So I wonder if he likes TCGs, and if I can introduce him to Azuki TCG. I think that would be really cool because he's somebody who's just like who's not into crypto or NFTs or anything like that. He's just a Blaze streamer, really cool. Big Pokemon nerd. Okay, well we got a really cool um TCG here for you, but sometimes I'm gonna have to show you the cards, Black Fox. And maybe you can tell us what you think about them.
Nice.
But yeah. So digital, what you got there?
Yeah. So, and your point before, I think the timeline and just the world around us. There's a lot going on.
Mhm.
We can just have
Mhm.
things.
Absolutely.
Why not just kind of focus on that? And if people aren't into it, that's okay. But let us have our, when people want to have fun, then that's okay, right? Like you shouldn't have to have any excuses for or try to, influence others to see things the way that we want to see them. So,
Right.
that being said, one question for you, Snow: waifu or non-waifu?
Waifu, always waifu.
Okay, okay,
Waifu. 100%. I
all
love
right.
waifus. It's like,
Cool. I've been holding on to these. So this is the EB3s for One Piece. I have four of these, I think. I have a bunch of like Japanese One Pieces. This is what I can get my hands on.
mhm.
But the waifus are, I think these are all waifus here. So you want me to start or you want to go first?
You start. I was just so basically, Black Fox just commented that he's like, he's interested. Like we got his interest. So I'm gonna have to take some pictures of the and like show him some videos and like take because I don't have any to open. I wish I had some to open. But yeah, I'm going to show him some stuff later.
Yeah. The trailer just came out today, so that's a hell of an intro.
Oh shit, I should share the trailer into the Blaze chat. Let me do that real quick while you're opening this pack. Okay, and I'm going to try to share that. I'm so excited. The trailer is like super good. Is this the princess one? What was it called? One Piece Princess
Yeah.
Hime? No. What is the expansion called? It's like
EB3.
the waifu one. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Okay. Then we look in here. Okay, there we go.
What do we got here? Ooh, that one is a good one.
When I bought these,
Cammy.
I
Mhm.
was surprised I actually found a pack at retail, and I was so excited. I was going to open them in our car with our daughter, and my wife looked at the pack and said, "Maybe not." She's like,
Ooh.
"There's a lot of white foods," and I'm like, "Oh, maybe you're right." So here we are. Sorry, it's probably backwards for those who are watching the stream.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Art's the same. All right, let's get into the end.
Oh, that's cute. I like that one too. The art, man, the art on One Piece is just like every card is good. And that's what I like about One Piece is that every card is like a banger. And it's like it doesn't matter if it's like rare or not. As somebody like me who just likes art, I can appreciate every single card and it's like I'm happy to see like every single card. Like Pokemon just pisses me off. It's like I just see somebody ripping a pack of Pokemon and it pisses me off because it's like there's just random items in there. There's like half of them are 3D, half of them are 2D. It's like not consistent artwork and then it just is like what are we even doing? It pisses me off. And it's I don't know. And it's like I don't care if you hate me that I don't like Pokemon, but it is what it is. And
Yeah.
I'm okay, so I'm gonna open a Lorcana pack because I just been this has been sitting for like a month here, and
Wow.
I'm just tired of looking at it. So now we're just going to open it, and there is a Winnie the Pooh in there.
Is that a Grail card or is that just a clip?
Yeah, that's like a really rare it's like a really rare one. that I make jokes about because people make fun of me because I like Lorcana, but it's like I'm like chasing the shiny Winnie the Pooh. Wait, my
Oh,
camera is like doing stuff. What is that? Oh, that's a location card. I never got one before. It says Atlantica. Cool. It's from. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's cool. It's from I think Aristocats. Ooh, we got Mulan.
nice. Yeah,
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm trying to. This is also cute. I get excited for every card just because I like the IP.
understandable.
Is that Tinkerbell? I got Tinkerbell? Oh, hell yeah. And I got Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
It's like exciting. And I got the Sleeping Beauty. Are you kidding me? This is so cool. Well, I don't know what this is. Ooh, Alice in Wonderland.
Nice. Throwback.
And then Rafiki.
Okay. The wise
And
baboon.
then another Mulan. See, this is a little shiny.
What's that? What's the next one?
Oh, and this is just like they have like ones that have like a full art.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Do
I
they?
don't know, like, and I think if you collect all of them, like it makes a picture, but I'm not like really sure. But so yeah, I got like the shiny Mulan, and that's like kind of it. I got more rare ones from my other pack. But like see, but it's like they're all so pretty and I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna look at them and they're so cool and they just make me happy. You know, when I look at these cards, they make me happy. And it's the same thing whenever I was opening the Azuki cards. It was like I was opening them and all of them looked really cool and they just were making me happy because I love the art. It's the
Yeah.
same thing with like these cards, you know? They're just fun and it's like they look good, they feel good. And this just like Azuki, you know, even in the rare ones, like they look very pretty. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just I'm just generally like a happy person. If I like something, I just like it.
Yeah. I think that's like the overwhelming feedback today with the trailer for
Yeah.
the trailer that dropped is not just like the quality of the trailer, but also the art previews and also the kind of the splash page that you go to at tcg.azuki.com. People love the art, but they've also grown. You know, we've grown accustomed to this art for like the last 4 years, 4+ years, and
Mhm.
being able to see like these characters that we root for, that we've grown up with, interpreted in new ways, on new mediums, right? But just with banger art, right? I think it's it's pretty special, right? I think people when they see something that really resonates, they can't help but be overjoyed. They can't help but be able to communicate their excitement. I think we saw that a lot today. I was just so excited for people to finally see what the team has been cooking. And even John, when he was in New York, he actually had some of the prototypes for the main chase cards, these profile rares, and he showed them to some of the community members who we're all waiting outside of a pizza joint, and he just busts them out casually, and he shows them
Mhm.
to community members, and they just lost it. It's so nice just to see people just smile, right, and just like really enjoy it with no expectations. It's just hey, like this art is amazing, and this is like yeah, this is us. So
Yeah. It's really cool, and it's just it's just exciting, and I don't know. I'm just excited about everything. Is there anything that we forgot to talk about?
let's see. There's a few things. So, trailer that dropped
Mhm.
today. Pre-sale is on the 19th. Feel free to reach out with any questions, but yeah, that should be fun. Anime Chain, I think you'll be chatting with them. More to come on that front, but definitely looking forward to collaborating in that realm. Cameos, which I'm personally very, very excited about, where we can have kind of our Azuki community IP start to be integrated not just with the TCG, but also potentially with the manga as well, right? And so, be able to see ourselves in these products that people around the world will love, I think is really, really great. Like being more immortalized in a Steam Boy manga, that's forever. right? Like that's amazing. And I think beyond that, as I mentioned, like we're really excited for the art team to start working with a few of our community artists to have their artworks being represented in the cards as well. There's some other stuff that's
Mm,
happening, but those will reveal themselves in due time. But it's already been a pretty big week.
that's awesome. That's awesome. There was something. Oh yeah, the Zhu. What Zhu is saying is like the pricing, but the pricing is coming out on Thursday, right?
That's right. And who
Okay.
gets it? It's first come, first serve. So
Okay.
that's right.
And that's like the highest tier. Tier 6 was like the highest tier.
He's referring to Dragon Ascendant, yes, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's there's a lot that comes with it. I think it's a signed poster, uncut sheet, I think what else is there? There are like lots of booster packs. There are the decks themselves, and I might be missing on the last parts. Oh, invites to the invitational. So if you're a player, that's
Mhm.
hell of a perk, and I think you get to collaborate on a card. So
Yeah. Yeah, I remember there was like specifically it said that you get to collaborate on a card, which is really cool. I feel like whoever gets it, they're probably going to like have their Azuki on there. It's like that's what I would do.
yeah, 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 that's a really interesting way to approach that pack. Is lots of value that comes with it. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm more. I am equally as interested in knowing for the people who get the Dragon Ascend, whether or not they intend to like open it or just like leave it as like
Mhm. Mhm.
actual,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Because there's only 8 of them.
And then I saw that no, I was going to say is basically it's open to everyone. So like anyone could go on the website and basically pre-order, right? Like it's not token gated or anything like that.
Yeah, yep. It's open to
Okay.
everyone. You can play with anime or major crypto, right? So that
Mhm.
you can do as well. But yeah, it'll be a big launch. So then it's Thursday, March 19th, I think at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. So
Mhm. Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see like all the people that are going to get it. And it's just like, but then we're going to have another wave of probably like unboxing videos and that's going to be really exciting. Um And yeah, I don't know. That was kind of it. Thank you for coming. Thank you for talking to me. For everybody that's watching, I'm gonna try to get them on here, and we're gonna talk to him about Anime Chain and Anime Coin, and that's gonna be really exciting too. And then I'm probably going to play some games later on Blaze if you wanna come watch me on Blaze.
yes, absolutely. A pleasure as always. Never feel bad about reminding me to jump on spaces. FaceTime is always great. And yeah, I'll be online, group chats, Discord, if you guys have any questions.
Yeah. Well, I just get worried because I know that you're very busy, and then I'm like, I don't want to bother digital with my like live streams.
Uh, I,
But
I'm busy putting on for the community, right? And so we're starting to see some of those outputs now. But that being said, I'm never too busy for these streams or to be able to be with be with our community. So
yeah, but I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate everybody tuning in and watching us. It was really fun, and so yeah, until next time, and I'm gonna end it here, and then I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye.